Hello again, book lovers! It's me, Raimskie, and welcome to another book review for 2021. And this time, I will be talking about, hopefully briefly, Surrender Your Sons by Aiden Sass. I don't know if you guys are seeing it properly. Hopefully so. So, I must tell you guys first and foremost that I'm sorry that my introduction is not upbeat as it used to be, because I have just finished reading this book and I have a lot of feelings about it, honestly, because you see, this book is completely full of trigger warnings. And okay, I'm going to say it right now. Just be warned, you guys, before you purchase and read this book, that this book is completely full of conversion therapy, suicide, murder, hate crime against queer people, and transphobia. Basically, in general, queer phobia. So, this book is tagged as a queer mystery and thriller book because, again, as what I've said in my trigger warnings a while ago, it contains murder. Okay, so there is definitely mystery and some thrill in this book. But the main focus of this book is conversion therapy and how it physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically affects queer people like me. The characters in this book are put in an isolated island, not in the US, but it is still in North America, I guess, because it's in Costa Rica. They're put in an isolated island where these queer kids, most of them are kids, queer kids, are being put in the process of straightening them because they don't abide by their assigned gender at birth, their expected sexuality, gender identity, and gender expression at first. In other words, they don't fall basically in the binary system. They don't identify as heterosexuals. And the process is completely brutal. So the main character here is also put in that island because one of his clients in the program Meals on Wheels died and gave him a playbill that says "Help Connor," and it says also the name of the conversion therapy camp. It's a camp, yes, it's a camp, not just an island, but a conversion therapy camp. One of many. The mystery here is that this client of his is being investigated by the FBI. And somehow, the reverend of the main character's church is connected to it. So, when the main character, Connor Majors, read the playbill that was left to him, his curiosity sort of picked. And when he got to Nightlight, he got even more and more curious because this client of his is also famous in that island. And there's a reason for that. So, Connor Majors tried to find out what happened to that client of his during his younger days and what is the Reverend's connection to him. During his time there, one of the sort of light in the dark there is that he found a boy that he sort of liked better than his current boyfriend. This book is completely dark in a sense because while I was reading it, it felt like I was trying to climb out of a very, very dark grave. And it's so difficult to read some of the passages because these are not only kids, but they're also queer. And they are being hurt for who they are, and it's not okay. And the last few chapters here sort of made me cry because it talked about healing and how they have escaped the camp itself, but the camp would never escape them, because when these kids got out of camp, they sort of vowed, or basically just the main character vowed, to take out the other branches of that camp, because there is not only one nightlight camp, there are others all over the globe. So I'm sorry for crying a little bit there, but all I'm going to say is that I'm going to be rating this book 9 out of 10 stars because it made me feel a lot of feelings. And this book is just so hopeful in a sense. So I just want to say before I end this book review that I empathize with those people who have escaped conversion therapies. I empathize with you guys. I see you. I hear you. I hear your voice. Again, this is Raimskie asking you guys to please hunt, discover, and read those queer books. Queer out!